All right, here we go. We on to our 30, 10, 5 exercises 4 times around. So you see more unilateral work on this one. So because you're going 4 times around, you hit both sides twice. So we have some more unilateral focus movements on here. So exercise one, we're gonna have a B stance RDL. So getting more focus on that single leg hammy. So you want to fill that gap. Make sure you're filling the gap with this one. So the leg that is bent, you want to have that same arm. So your right hand has a dumbbell in it. You want to bend that right knee, keep your left leg extended more so you get more focus on the hamstring. If you have wall near you, like a wall space near you, this could be a good place to have members go towards the wall. So when they hinge, they're pushing their butt back. So having both butt cheeks touch the wall. Again, so to avoid the squatting, you want to focus on more of a hinge, so bending at the waist. You go heavier with the weight since it is a leg workout, short range of motion. So you can challenge yourself with heavier weight with a B stance RDL. This was a brand new one. We're gonna do a single leg anchor. You can just call it a single leg high knee hip opener. But you're gonna anchor the super band on the outside leg. All right. So you're gonna put it above or below the knee. So again, it's gonna add more stability work. To stabilize yourself, knee, hip, and then work with mobility of the hip with the opposite leg by bringing your foot over, touching your toe, up over, and then go back behind, touch your toe. Say athletics. So for anyone that are runners, it's a great movement for runners. For rehab issues that people have issues with, like knee replacement, is a good way to add some added challenge for the balance. So it's a good rehab movement as well. So again, go around 4 times, hit both sides twice. Hip bridge close grip with your chest press. So you're gonna get more tricep focus on this one. And obviously activating the posterior chain by having a hip bridge, squeeze your glutes, no one else's. You can probably go a little heavier with this one too. You want to open finger squeeze it. So you really focus on more mid pec and getting the triceps involved as you get that press over. Might be a station that you want to be around as a coach to help members get the kettlebells up to their chest on this one. So especially if people are going to use heavier weight, I would start at this one. I recommend starting at this station for this round. And then with agility ladders, file boxes, sharing is caring, sharing is caring. So you can set up, we usually shorten our ladders up. You set 2 ladders up to 1 box, and they can go on either side. So you can set the boxes up. There's no need to go really high on these boxes on the box jumps. For this one is more just working on agility. You're still gonna get some power as you jump up. But you can definitely share. So sharing is caring. Just because one person's on the box doesn't mean they own that box. So share the box, okay? Because I know everyone doesn't have a ton of boxes laying around. All right. So you do the icky shuffle, plant your foot, hop on the box, hip extension, step off the box. Try to avoid any of the hopping back. Usually people get injured on this one is on the hop back. If you step back. And then we got our TD. What up, man?
I just want to say hello. That's it. I want to hear you guys' voices. That's it.
What's going on?
I'm between calls. I wanted to say hello to you guys. Let you know to have a great day.
Oh, thank you.
Happy Halloween.
Oh,
What's up, Cindy?
TD, what's up, buddy?
I'm on another call. I'm on another call. I want to come in here and say hello to these guys.
You're awesome.
I want to talk like training and like see exercises and just salivate with some movement. See Jeremy dropping some gems here.
Oh, he's dropping them.
I know.
He's dropping.
Hey, I'm gonna let you go. I know Travis probably waiting for me on another call, but I needed some juice. I needed some juice.
Hey, you have a great day, man. Good to see you.
I'll see you on the other calls, you guys. Love you. Have a great day, guys.
Right,
You too.
Bye.
Do you got your vert ball, ladder walker slam, so you can get the boys be boys slams, any song that has any like power song. You can use Kanye West power. There's other things like that to kind of like hype people up when you're doing this one. Now you can progress this one by adding a hop, but for you can just keep it easy, simple, walk it out. But you got some Jedis that want to give a little bit more. They add a little lateral hop too as they go with that slam. So feet together apart, taking a few steps to the right, a few steps to the left with that slam. And then we're gonna go into our disco movement. We have your cross-body deadlifts or RDL with a jerk press. So you're gonna get your vertical push on this as well as getting a hinge don't know, you can break out your best disco moves, you know what I mean? Like your John Travolta little cross body action there. And again, we're going around 4 times, so hitting both sides twice with this one. Super big 90-90 lean to a roll. This feels amazing. It's a good hip mobility movement. So for people that might struggle with hip mobility, if they feel any discomfort, it means they probably should do this more often. So you're gonna lean into it. So you're gonna feel a nice stretch in the lower back. You're gonna want to start further away from the anchor point to get more attention on that Superman, so you get that row. So you get your row involved there. As you get that. Obviously, if they're not going to go down to the ground, they're going to hold an iso squat with a single arm row. And then you're going to go into your kettlebell clean to a front squat. So get that power in there. So power up, clean, and front squat, elevate the heels if needed. And this lateral high knee one with a single leg box jump, this is definitely a more advanced movement. There's no need for a high box. You can even change the video if you feel like there's a class that doesn't need to do that. They do a high knee with a lateral step up and avoid a single leg box jump. And then you can make that more progression for anyone that's in the session that you feel comfortable that they can challenge themselves with that box jumps. And honestly, if you don't have any soft boxes, I would probably change that video to a lateral step up and avoid the lateral single leg jump because you don't want them to fall in those middle boxes if they do miss it. All right. And again, stay low with that one. And Sharon is Karen. So share boxes if needed. And then we're going to go to your vert ball reverse lunge with a rotation. Rotate over the top leg, pace, power. Add a hop in there if they want to progress that one as well. And then our finisher from Carlos Santana, you have your triple threat Santana triple threat finisher, 30 on, 10 off. You'll go 2 times around. You're gonna have 3 movements within that 30 seconds. So you gotta be focused on countdown. So with the supine, you're gonna have your leg lifts, so mini leg lifts. So that first 10 seconds, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna go for reach for the sky crunch for that 10 seconds, and you'll go for V-ups for that remainder of that 30 seconds. Testing the transition, they're going to go into their quarter push-ups or not full push-ups. You're going to stay at the top of the movement, go to the side for the second 10, and you do explosive pushes for that last 10. All right, from your toes, from your knees. Have the boxes out too for members that don't want to go down to the floor. And that last one will be a scoop kick for that first 10, high knees, second 10, and then 4-point high knees for that third 10. Do that 2 times each if you have time on that clock. Next you have for your Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday workout.
You said the swoop kick and then what is it?
Scoop, kick, swoop, and high knee.
Oh, and high knee. Okay.
Scoop, kick, high knee, 4 high knees. So you just put it together.
So you do 30 seconds and you tell them 10 seconds you're going to do this, 10 seconds you do this, 10 yeah. Okay.
So every 10, I'm paying attention to the clock. Like I'm like, and you do the leg lift, 3, 2, 1, and then you're going right into your crunches, 3, 2, 1, right to your V up, and then you got that 10 seconds transition to the next one. So every 10 seconds within that 30 seconds makes sure you're counting down.
Got it.
Transition.
Yep.
What was I gonna say about this? I would love to actually start going. I mean, I really feel like there's not a logic behind 10 seconds of work, like even going further, making it even like 30-12, just a little more time, like 25-12, or the max is 15, but I just feel like I kind of want to get away from that 10 seconds transition. And I don't know how everybody else feels about that, but I just feel like 10 seconds, just in general, is always so fast. Unless you're like saying with our complex ones and you're right in that one spot, which makes more sense. I feel like 12 is a good spot, for movements that
I like that. I like it.
I don't think there's a rule that you have to have 15 or 10, right? There's not a rule that says,
right.
Why don't we do like 15? And like even for this one, since it's 4 times around, it might run a little longer. So we can see, like, if 12-second works with four times around, and you still have a decent amount of time afterwards. But like, I'm thinking about like getting yourself inside the bands, or especially getting yourself situated.
yeah.
Like, you have that 2 seconds will make a difference.
Yeah, 100% true. Uh, definitely we have a smaller location than you do. So for you guys in like Columbia City that has 6,000 square feet that they're
It's like
trying
hustle for that muscle right there. Like, you gotta hustle for
I
the
mean,
muscle.
they have to be late, so they're always winding up with less work time, right? Because even in our small location, especially like if they're trying to get the stability ball and they're getting down and they're getting their weights, or they're getting in and out of a band, or they're like, it definitely they're late, even in a
Yeah.
small section, a small, space like ours. So I agree 100%. Mhm.
So I'll start doing that. I think,
Yep.
I
I
just feel
like
like
12 seconds.
go 12 and 15. So workouts that we can do 15, we can just
Yep,
keep it
yep,
15, and 12 for like ones that might run a little longer.
yep.